Prince Charles was given a very pleasant surprise while attending an official reception at the British ambassador's residence in Tokyo. The event was hosted by the UK ambassador to Japan, Paul Madden, to celebrate British-Japanese links. The prince has been in Japan since the beginning of this week to attend the enthronement ceremony of the country's new ruler, Emperor Naruhito. At the reception, Charles was seen mingling with guests, who included Paralympian John Amos and former Welsh rugby player Gareth Thomas. Unbeknown to him, his official harpist, Alice Hawes, was invited to perform at the reception by the ambassador. Ms. Hawes is currently on a tour of Japan as a part of a cultural program organized by the Arts Council of Wales and so was able to accept the invitation to play. The prince was clearly delighted by the unexpected turn of events. Later, Clarence House posted pictures of Charles talking to guests, as well as Ms. Hawes playing her harp to his official Twitter account. The Duke of Cornwall resurrected the position of royal harpist back in 2000. Ms. Hawes is the sixth person to take on the role and was given her role in July of this year. After her appointment, the musician spoke of her passion for Welsh culture and her wish to use her new position as a platform to promote all things Welsh. She told the BBC, "I am passionate about my Welsh heritage and I would hope to use this platform to be an ambassador for our language, music and culture, whilst raising the profile of the harp in Wales and further afield. I've seen firsthand how uplifting music can be and I am committed to furthering my work in this field." The position has not come without its controversies, after a former royal harpist was convicted for handling stolen goods in 2009. Jemima Phillips held the position from 2004 until 2007, and even played at the wedding of Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles in 2005. But during that time she started taking drugs and became involved in criminal activities to help fund her addiction. The Prince of Wales has recently featured in an ITV documentary about his Duchy of Cornwall estate. This estate is set to be inherited by his eldest son, William, when he finally ascends to the throne. And the future King of England admitted to being almost reduced to tears by the Duke of Cambridge's interest and concern for the duchy and its residents. In the documentary, Prince William reveals that he does not plan to change much when he inherits the Duchy of Cornwall from his father. He said, "Rest assured I'm not going to rock the boat. I'll do much the same as what my father's doing." He added he is very passionate about farming and is trying to learn as much as he can when in Norfolk. The Prince of Wales said, "When I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I was deeply touched and moved by what he said. It practically reduced me to tears because I suddenly thought, well, just hearing that from him, has made the last 50 years worthwhile." Prince Charles was reunited with a very special guest during a reception in Tokyo on Wednesday evening. Guests gathered at the British ambassador's residence to celebrate the links between the UK and Japan. While there, Charles enjoyed a wonderful surprise as he was kept entertained by his official harpist Alice Hawes. The Welsh harpist is currently touring the country as part of a cultural program, and couldn't pass up the opportunity to perform for Charles as he mingled with other guests including Paralympian John Amos and former Welsh rugby player Gareth Thomas. Charles travelled to Japan earlier this week for the enthronement ceremony of the country's new ruler, Emperor Naruhito. He arrived without his wife Camilla, who has a fear of flying and therefore, doesn't always accompany her husband on overseas visits. Given the short duration of the trip and the long-haul return flights to Japan, Camilla's absence is understandable, but she also had prior engagements that are very close to her heart this week. On Tuesday, she opened the new Royal National Hospital for Rheumatic Diseases and Brownsword Therapy Centre at the Royal United Hospitals Bath, and on Thursday, Camilla attended a tea reception at KPMG Cafe in Mayfair, London, to celebrate a scheme which gives free copies of Booker Prize shortlisted titles to prison library groups. Camilla sat in the front row as British-Turkish author Elif Shafak took part in the talk with Peter Florence, chair of judges for the 2019 Booker Prize. The Duchess quizzed the acclaimed novelist about her work as part of a book group discussion that will be shared with prisoners. The discussion was recorded by National Prison Radio and will be broadcast directly into almost 80,000 cells in prisons and young offender institutions across England and Wales in the coming week.